Hey everyone, Josh here, WarGamingNewb Historical, back with another hobby vlog. This time around, it is getting weird. World War weird with Golden Dragon Games, Marcher Empires at War. Now, the World War weird thing might be a little misleading. Golden Dragon Games refers to this type of game as diesel punk, but just to be clear, it's set in 1938, an alternate 1938, where it looks like maybe World War I never ended. So you're getting a cross between World War I and World War II, some of the aesthetics of World War I and then the technology of World War II. And it's creating a very unique alternate history for those two wars. With that said, Golden Dragon Games has put out something that's very interesting. I don't know too much yet about the game world itself, other than the miniatures that I've purchased to print. They do have a Kickstarter that is currently active. That'll transition their models to plastic, so if you're interested in plastic rather than 3D printing, I'm going to link the Kickstarter down below. You guys can support that if you choose to do so. Marcher Empires at War, alternate history sci-fi war game. So this is something that's pretty awesome. Not a lot of World War weird stuff out there, at least mass-produced. With the loss of Dust Tactics, this might be able to help fill a niche that was opened up because of that. Again, you do have Warlord Games, Conflict 47, but really, you can't have enough World War weird and alternate history type titles for people who are interested in wargaming. This kind of straddles both historical, somewhat, and, sci-fi. So it'll scratch both itches. So, this particular game has some features that they note here. Deployable terrain, innovative artillery system, platoon-based list building, powerful activated abilities, deep alt history lore, free rules and supplements, and 3D printable miniatures. I have personally subscribed to their tribe on MyMiniFactory. We're going to look at that and what I got this month in terms of the tribe, as well as the welcome pack. And then I ended up buying some more miniatures because there's a great sale going on right now. They have 40% off their stuff that's listed on the store for the summer. Definitely providing some value for me for getting into a game and obviously printing as much stuff as I want. It just gives me that wonderful option rather than buying plastic armies, which makes it easier if you don't 3D print. But for me, the value that I get from the tribe, from MyMiniFactory, outweighs getting plastic, because I can print whatever I want and whatever I need for the game that I'm going to play, point total wise. Alright, so this is their website. I'm going to link all this stuff in the description below so you guys can take a look. Why don't we take a look at the tribe on MyMiniFactory? Golden Dragon Games page on MyMiniFactory. As you can see here from the banner, 40% off the entire store if you use this code, which is great. Even better for me, I did sign up for the tribe. We'll take a look at that. The nice thing about signing up for the tribe, or any tribe on MyMiniFactory, is that you get a discount on top of any sales they might be having. So if I bring this down, I am currently subscribed to the rear echelon. It's $13.50 a month. This includes all files released during the previous month, and then a 30% discount on all previous models. So obviously 30% off, plus another 40% because of the summer sale. Gives you a lot of great value. They do have a lower tier called the Vanguard. That's their standard tier. And they did have a commercial license tier, but that's sold out currently. That would have been nice to be able to get in there, to be able to sell these minis, but they limit that because they want to be able to sell those minis on their own, especially since they're moving to plastic in the future. Alternate history, kind of like a cross between World War I and World War II. I only say that because the Germans, which you would think is a major faction, especially in World War II, is referred to as the Holy Roman Empire. So historically the Holy Roman Empire, which then became the Austro-Hungarian Empire, was mainly run by Austria. And that is definitely seen in the Holy Roman Empire faction for this game. You have the U.S., you also have the French Republic. They are releasing the British at some point, And you also have the Empire of Japan and the Russian Empire, all as factions. And if you look at it closely, all these factions were part of the main crux of World War One. So that's why I say it's kind of straddling between World War One and World War Two with some World War weird technology thrown in. Alright, that being said, we're going to take a look at some minis here. In fact, we'll take a look at the minis that I got as part of the tribe. Alright, so I'm not sure. I'd have to look to see what it is that was released for this month. But here's a list of the stuff that I have that were part of the monthly, as well as the welcome pack. So, we have the Empire of Japan, Naval Infantry. We have the Type 97 Heike Amphibious Assault Cannon. We have the Russian T-30 Yul Dmitry. Not sure what that means. Battle tank. So yes, you do get vehicles, tanks and stuff like that in this game. The M48 Caprina Armored Personal Carrier for the U.S. Recon GPV, so a Jeep. You have a United States Cavalry General, which as you can see can be printed as an individual ground figure or as one that you would put in an armored vehicle. You have United States Gameplay Essentials, I believe. This may be part of the welcome pack. Then you have a bunch of other United States vehicles. And I believe it's possible that the United States was the focus of this month's tribe release. So they do have a couple free minis that you can download. I'm also going to link that below. One was the Rocky Top mini. So you can see this guy right here holding a sword and a submachine gun. This was for a convention. It was an exclusive. And then you have General Nicholas Winters, which is basically Santa Claus, but the U.S. version, as you can see here, carrying a sack. Here are the Holy Roman Empire Gameplay Essentials. Again, the counterpoint to the U.S. one right here. The Commander's Armory, which is basically, I'm just going to click on this. Extra weapons that you can print out for 4 of the factions in the game. So there's the Holy Roman Empire, the French Republic, more Holy Roman Empire. I'm not sure if this is the same as what we just saw. Empire of Japan, and the U.S. So, to be clear, I don't think they have a lot of the Russians in here just yet. The more fully featured factions are the U.S., the French Republic, and the Holy Roman Empire, and somewhat, to a lesser degree, the Empire of Japan. So, here's some more stuff. Sergeant Douglas Donahue here of the Starborn. As you can see, he's got a banner. Actually, I think from Sergeant Douglas Donahue here and up are what I purchased. So I ended up purchasing a hero, some standard United States infantry, Badger personnel hard suits. So these are kind of like armored power armor. And what's nice about this particular release is that they have different arms, different weapons, and stuff like that available. In fact, I printed a couple of them. I do have one that's ready to show off, so we'll take a look at that later. I also bought a 22M Radetzky Armored Scout Car just so I could have a vehicle for the Holy Roman Empire. I printed one of these out. We are going to see that at the end of the video. You can see that everything is riveted, but you can see the influence that this would have if they were to continue on through World War II. You can see this looks like any of the German half-tracks and armored cars that they had historically. I got some Holy Roman Empire Honved infantry. So again, because these aren't actually the Germans by themselves, as the Austrian or the Holy Roman Empire, you're going to have a lot of different nationalities, ethnicities being represented in their infantry. There's a Holy Roman Empire Field Marshal. Kind of looks like Blucher, even though Blucher was Prussian. I did get some necked battle suits to kind of be a counterpoint to the Badger hard suits from the U.S. side. You can see they got that knightly aesthetic. And then finally I got a knight hero Chaim Drescher, the Maccabean Knight. Just look at him real quickly. I did print this out, so we will see that later in the video. So pretty cool. What I like is that Marcher seems to be filling that niche, that dust left behind, but straddling that World War I, World War II aesthetic. So it's kind of cool. So, alright, that's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and take a look at some printed miniatures. Alright, here it is. A couple of figures that I printed for Marcher. We have the Rocky Top Mini right there. We have one of the X19 hard suits, the Badger. And then we have Chaim Drescher, the Maccabean Knight. And then we have a Radetzky in the back. We'll take a closer look at each of them. Alright, so here is the Rocky Top Mini. Again, this is a convention exclusive that they released. This is free on their MyMiniFactory, so that's going to be linked down below in case you want to download this and print it yourself. Pretty cool looking guy. You can see the only mini that I've actually completed for Marcher, the first one. Right, next up is the X19 Badger hard suit. In progress, as you can see. I gave him the slab shield and the auto cannon, which just looks like a giant submachine gun, as you can see. I also put a decal. I had some leftover bolt action decals, kind of wanted to make it more US looking. Lots of rivets, kind of steampunky, or diesel punk as they would like to call it. Pretty cool. And again, let me bring Rocky Top Mini back. As you can see, it's pretty huge. Right. Again, counterpoint to the Badger is Chaim Drescher. Even though he's a hero, he's a good representation of the armored knights that they have for the Holy Roman Empire. Again, this guy's in progress. Painted him all in gold. And kind of some red highlighting. I'm going to bring the Badger back in so you can see that they are comparable in size. Alright, I wanted to round it off with a big print, and I'm so happy at how this one turned out. You can see all the rivets, very well detailed. I gave it the auto cannon, so you do have weapon options for this vehicle. This is wheeled, not a half track, but as you can see, lots of detail. And again, this is a 3D resin print. I did have some defects on the model itself as it printed out. As you can see, part of my turret here is kind of janky, but you know, that'll work because it is a World War type of vehicle, so it's going to be battle damaged. And one of the axles actually didn't fully print out, but you're not going to be able to tell because I got the wheel in there. So decided I wanted to print a big model. I figured let's do a Holy Roman Empire Radetzky. I'm going to bring everything back onto the screen. So a lot of nice size difference with the models. I'm looking forward to learning the rules. This is a D10 based system, so that's going to be a bit of a change. Not a lot of content out there yet with any gameplay, but hopefully we can get something up and you guys will be able to see the game as it is meant to be played. So anyway, that is it. Hopefully I'll have more stuff for you guys. I do love the aesthetic. It fills that niche, that dust left behind. Get a little bit of diesel punk, a little bit of steampunk, World War weird onto the channel. Love alternate history stuff. I think it's appropriate for the historical gaming channel here. So anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new hobby vlog coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That's the best way I could personally interact with you and chit-chat you about Marcher Empires at War and any other game that I cover on the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Marcher Empires at War hobby vlog from WarGamingNewb Historical.